Hello everyone, my name is Natalie Ledwell and this is the Inspiration Show. Today we have an awesome show. This is one of the live versions of our show, so if you are here live and would like to ask any questions, make sure that you add them in the box down the bottom and we'll do our best to answer them here on the show live for you. Today we're actually talking about a very unique way to approach coaching. My special guest today is Paula D'Andrea. And Paula has like a very unique way of being able to help people, not just through their life, but through fitness and things as well. So welcome to the show, Paula. How are you?
Hi, Natalie. Thanks so much for having me today. I'm doing great and look forward to having a great conversation with you.
I know. I'm so looking forward to it as well because what you have or what you've developed is actually quite unique. But why don't we start first with your background and your story and how you got into doing what you do?
Okay. Well, I'm originally from the East Coast in Rhode Island, and I have a pretty extensive background in fitness. That's where I actually started training, and that got me to get in action and start looking to expand into my career. And I was looking for a resort area, maybe Hawaii or Arizona, and I ended up in California for a week. And at the end of the week, I was like, well, I'm going to stay another week. And then during the second week, then I was like, you know what, this is close enough for rock and roll for me. So I ended up just staying and really launching into a really abundant and fun fitness training career here in Los Angeles.
Right.
So really healthy. So that was a bit of a transformation for me. Is just that, you know, I had made this when I started training back east. I was trained by another trainer who was a natural bodybuilder, and he really gave me a fantastic foundation. I changed my body, and it was actually people coming up to me and saying, hey, can you write a routine, can you train me, and all this. That got me interested in going, well, I should look into this, and started getting into the training career. And you know, that again then really kind of launched me into moving, which was also something that was on my docket more or less. And you know, it just really then blossomed from there and really flourished for a bit.
Yeah, because what you do now doesn't just involve fitness, does it?
No, it's really it's about it's an integration of it really has a wellness scope and a very holistic and intuitive aspect to it. So it's really, my focus is on helping people be healthy. So whether it's, you know, freedom to get in better shape, to get a handle on their weight issues, or get out of pain, or some type of darkness that they're in their life, or, you know, a career transition, or whatever it may be, it's that transformation that they're looking for and looking to transition in their life. So it's about focusing on of course, the physical aspect as well as the spiritual aspect. You know, being able to really get strong in who they are, to align with their core values so that they're really in a flow. So it's really about being in harmony with the different dimensions of someone, to, you know, bring them into that area of health that really makes them rock solid, and you know, living the way that they really want to, that's really congruent for them.
Yeah. And, you know, I always find that when I'm feeling fit and healthy within myself, and then I actually have the energy and I have the motivation to be able to, you know, look at other areas of my life and make sure that I'm really performing there as well. So tell me, your program is called F.I.T. So tell me, what does that stand for, and why is that different to most other programs?
Well, the acronym is freedom, integration, and transformation. So it really is the focus. You know, while I've had an opportunity to train hundreds of people and coach as many people as, it's about being able to, you know, tap into them and see what they were looking for in their life, what their bottom line was. And really a lot of it was, you know, people repeated the same cycles. You know, they were self-sabotaging all the time. They had the same limitations. They had the same issues with weight. And it's like, you know, okay, what's wrong with this industry? It's okay, how about get into what the core issue is and pull that out, and then really change that story and get rocking out a new persona, so to speak, and really start living, you know, a life that is probably what's been in their heart of hearts, but maybe clouded by outside influences, whether it be culture, upbringing, religion, family values, anything like that, or even a past event that really had them, just kind of like looping in this same old story kind of a thing. So it's really about that. It really is more of an energetic and intuitive type of approach than a quote kind of boot camp approach. So I would say that's one of the biggest differences there. It's very comprehensive. I have a very in-depth skill set, so it really allows me to go a lot of different places, which I just love being able to help somebody make that change that they've been looking to change for a long time, and they've gone at it several times and didn't quite get it. So I want to just then take them and just rock them out and totally lift them out of where they've been and be free of that. So that's really the freedom aspect of it. Can be free from their past, free from a relationship that isn't a good fit for them. Could be freedom to be feeling more confident, so that then they can have other things like a great relationship or more money, or that overall health in their life as well. But it's really about them really feeling good about themselves. So it's really more of an integrative process, and of course the transformation, being able to make the transition that isn't just for that time, but really a lasting type of a change.
Yeah, I mean, you bring up a very important point about the relationship between our mental health, or the way that we think, and how that reflects in our body. Like, how do you see that playing out with the people that you work with?
Well, what I see is that a lot of people carry a lot of things in their body, and that's what happens. Perfect. I think the simplest example is this, that I think everybody can kind of relate to, is that if at some point in your life you may have been in an argument with somebody, and everything is escalating, your emotion is high, there may be some tightness in your face, your blood pressure is going up, all these types of things, and the other person gives you the hand and walks away or something, or hangs up the phone on you, and you're like up here, and it's just like, and then it just goes like this, and you close everything into your body. And so there's examples like that's happening over and over again. Even somebody cuts you off in traffic, it's the same thing. Your hands grip on the steering wheel, you get that tightness in your face, and you have that adrenaline rush, your heart beats and everything like that, and then all of a sudden then it settles in your body. So it really is about a lot of it living and going in at a cellular level. People who aren't dealing with emotions, aren't dealing with energy, that all becomes trapped inside the body, and it can lead to ongoing chronic pain, sabotage cycles, flare-ups, all of those type of things, and it brings you out of focus. So when you're dealing with all of that pain, you aren't able to see everything else that's out in front of you, and then that becomes, there's even people who are like on an automatic pilot, like with that, where it's a subconscious kind of pain too, and they're so used to it that it's just how they live. One of the other things I found, Natalie, too, is that for years of working with people, is that people say, oh, I have a bad back, I have tight hamstrings, all this type of thing, and really it wasn't anything that was injury related, or that they had been in an accident or anything like that. A lot of it was either emotion pocketed in an area, and then it became a postural deviation. So those two things coupled together really put people out of sync.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I know even personally with me, if anyone had seen videos from me from earlier last year, I actually, my husband and I separated in August of last year, and I dropped 20 pounds in 3 weeks. And I wasn't trying that hard, and a lot of it was because I had this release, and I was like happy, and we both wanted the decision, and it was, and we're still good friends and business partners. It's all great, but just having that, oh my God, now I'm feeling happier and being excited about my future, completely changed my body shape. Because for some reason I was holding on to that weight while I was in that relationship, and as soon as that was no longer an issue, I was able to release the weight. And I say release because it left, and it hasn't come back, and I don't even know where it was. So happiness levels obviously also have a big influence on our body as well, right?
Yeah, most definitely. And it's interesting what you brought up too, because that's something also that I see quite a bit, is where people have that release, and everything about, it's like that matrix kind of a thing, it's, it's all kind of like lines up and things just leave. And I think that's really when you're able to really, it's a chemical release in the body, so it, all of that just drains right out, and it disperses. And it's really amazing to watch. Somebody looks, 5 years younger. They look like, 10 pounds lighter. So, yeah, that's
cool. So do you recommend that most people, like, when they work with you, are they working with you as a personal trainer, or can they have to work with you in person, or do you do stuff online? Like, how do you work with people?
I work primarily. I do work online. A lot of it really is coaching. Is really, I've made that transition out of fitness training into transformation and personal development, and I do a lot of global coaching, and we do energy work. We do get into a lot of areas, and then I also do, I will do nutritional paths for people and do routines for them as well. And where it gets really hands-on is when I have VIP sessions. So that is an in-person. I have people here in LA who will either come and visit, or people who are regional that want to get together and really do want that hands-on. So at this point, I would say, my time on the gym floor is geared towards those VIP sessions. And that's where I get really hands-on. I have a move that I've developed what's called Body Rock, and it really is the ability to get in and just what we've been talking about, to be able to release a lot of this trapped energy in the body and do it at a cellular level so that it starts to get out of the body. So it's working, and getting trapped energy emotionally, physically, and, letting everything release from the body. And then, putting in, I use love and light meditations, and that helps to bring in a whole new energy for somebody, and that is really comes from, again, that connection back to them. And that's really, I think, what it is. I know you study law of attraction, and for me, I say it's bringing people back to love, because it's really about that law of vibration. And that's really, I want them to be rocking that higher vibe. So the more that you're able to resonate with who you are, that's really a lot of, and especially people who are used to, who have been through some stuff, either illness or, loss of loved ones, divorces, anything that's kind of, heavy, or even a career transition or move or something like that, something that just affects you at a deeper level, as you've experienced that, and it allows them to kind of rewrite their story a little bit, to get rid of that past, to get rid of all that pain, and really bring in something new, and bring in, where they are now that really complements who they are and how they want to be living.
Yeah, so basically what you're doing is helping people get healthy for life. But you're doing it for really the people that would want to work with you, the ones that have been, like I know, all my 30s, all my predominant thoughts were all about trying to lose weight, and about my body. And I tried everything. I was exercising most days. I was doing everything that I thought was right. And it wasn't until I changed my happiness levels that it was different. So you're coming at it not just from the fitness point of view, but the holistic, like getting our spiritual self, getting our intellectual self, our physical self, and our emotional self all connected and working together, so that we're, working at our most optimal pace, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's it's something that and the bottom line is, and I worked with people from all over the world, from all all sorts of different walks of life, and really it comes down to is everybody wants to be healthy and they want to feel good about themselves first and foremost. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. Sure, there's like those certain body parts that they'd like to enhance and everything, but really it's like they want to feel good about themselves. I mean, really good about themselves, and that's really where again the focus is on that aspect, to round somebody out, to really just let go of those things that aren't serving them anymore. So it's like you're doing a workout for women, it encompasses usually arms, abs, thighs, things of that nature. Men are a little bit more about the chest and back and those guns and things like that. So it's really, any way you look at it, it's a transformation of the body. I did it for myself. It was amazing how that changed my life from where I was living, and then actually gave me the confidence to come to LA. And I don't know if it was probably a little bit of being naive and just a willingness, but I really put myself out there in a bigger way. And in a city of angels that's full of trainers, I had an amazing career and met. You'll appreciate this. When I was growing up, my entire bedroom was a vision board. And of course, that isn't the word that was given to it at that time, but it was like, all the way around and top to bottom, there was everything that I wanted in my life, which at the time of my growing up wasn't really the greatest period of time for me. And so I kept this in front of me, and that's part of also, I think a lot of people do, the manifestation and looking to seek this out. And when I moved to Los Angeles, it really brought my dreams to life and brought my walls to life. And I met some of the people that were on there, like Muhammad Ali and Faye Dunaway, and I was in the mix in the music industry and in the film industry and everything like that. So it was really exciting to do that. And even with all of the glitz, the glamour, and the money and everything like that, it really does come down to people want to feel good about themselves and to have their health. The old adage of if you don't have your health, you don't have anything is so true, as well as life is too short. That's those are things that I've experienced firsthand as well, with an accident that has left me with 4 knee surgeries and a staph infection in the middle. So I know that full well. Recovering from that, and also I lost my sister in a nightclub fire. So it really, really brought home that message that life is too short. You don't want to wait until something goes wrong. You want to get out and you want to have that zest for living. You want to every single day be making the choices that make you happy and that are fulfilling for you. So
Absolutely.
it's yeah.
So Paula, if people want to work with you to get like permanent transformational change, where can we see
them? My website is pauladandrea.com, and it's and my email is paula@pauladandrea.com. It's all one word: pauladandrea.com.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Well, Paula, thank you so much for joining me today. It is I think you're right in the fact that, you're just going to the gym all the time and slogging it out. If you're not getting anywhere, chances are that's another part of your life or your body or your connection to spirit that's lacking. And the fact that you do such a holistic approach is just amazing. So thanks again for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It was good to be here.
Great. Now, guys, I encourage you to share this video. You can do that by clicking the Facebook and the Twitter share buttons on this page. Make sure you click the banner to the side to go straight through to Paula's website to find out all about her and how to work with her. Also, download the app if you haven't done so already so you can watch the shows on the go. And make sure that you leave your email in the box on this page, because I would love to send you the Manifesting with the Masters video e-course. It's valued at $87, and I would love to send it to you for free. So until next time, remember to live large, choose courageously, and love without limits. We'll see you soon.